Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Going Places with Abu Micah. Now, in my last video, I talked about African mentalities to get rid of when you move to Canada. Now, that's not to say that everything about us is so bad for life in Canada. There are actually quite a lot of things about our culture, about how we do things, our upbringing, our mentalities and philosophies that can actually make your life quite good out here. So you want to find out more about that, do stay tuned. So this video is about stuff that you should continue doing as an African in Canada. Right now, shout out to my African folks, guys. I did that video and I said I hope I didn't offend anybody. Fortunately, I didn't get any negative comments. Well, not yet. But I'm going to talk about things to continue doing when you come to Canada. Now, a bit of a background. In Africa, we are used to, and I know Africa is 52 countries and all, so yeah, I can't generalize, but in a lot of ways I can. But in Africa, we're used to life being made difficult for us, sometimes on purpose. We're used to inefficient governments. We're used to corrupt public officials. We're used to, public servants who want to be bribed to do their work sometimes. We are used to, we put up with a lot of crap, right? Not to say Africa is all bad. I mean, yeah, that's Africa is what produced the kind of people that we are right now. I noticed that Africans tend to do very well when they move out here. Why? Because for the most part, I mean, I think it's largely because you'll be moving from that background of, systems that are designed to just pull you down. And then you come to a country where there are opportunities for you to pursue what you want to pursue. Governments, whether at municipal level, provincial level, federal level, they are not so bureaucratic and there's so much red tape and you have to know somebody to get things done. So it sort of like removes the burden off you, right? It gives you like the opportunity to really pursue the things that you want to pursue. Back home in Africa, we are also used to sometimes making career choices out of looking at financial needs, rather than looking at pursuing your passions and your interests and the things that are really at the core of your heart and who you are. So out here you have an opportunity to do those things, right? Now I'll talk about it's a no-brainer to talk about hard work. Our work ethic as Africans, we work hard. We want to achieve more. We want to we don't want to get into an organization and stay at the same level for for the rest of our lives. But if I start off as everybody I know, guys, like everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Maybe I'll just talk for my own relatives, but everybody I know in Africa who has worked for like 15 years or more, they are not doing the same job that they were doing 15 years before, right? Almost everybody. Some of my friends, marketing director, head of this and all of that, they are doing very well for themselves, right? So you come with that mentality to Canada, it'll take you very far, because sometimes it's very easy out here to get comfortable. It's very easy because you don't need a lot. Like back home, sometimes jobs will advertise a bachelor's degree as a requirement, but then when you go and you do the actual job, you're like, this doesn't need a bachelor's degree. Or sometimes they still want somebody with a master's degree, but the job doesn't need a master's degree, right? But out here, like you can get a very, I mean, by African standards, very well paying job with just high school education, right? There are some jobs that I see advertised that pay something like 48,000, 50,000 a year, and the requirement is just college diploma. I mean, not college diploma, I mean high school diploma. Yeah, I get like 27 bucks an hour or something like that, or 28 bucks an hour. And you're working 35 hours a week, for example, right? I mean, if you do the math, that comes up to like 50 something grand, right? Now, so now imagine like if you go for a job that requires your degree, it will pay much more, right? So come with that mentality of wanting to do well, wanting to progress in your career. You will do well for yourself, because if you want to go to school, there are, I mean, as a permanent resident, I will speak for permanent residents. As a permanent resident, you want to go to school in Canada, uh, you can apply for student funding. You can get a student loan. You can get a grant as well. So typically the government will give you a grant and a loan, right? So yeah, and you look at it as an investment, right? That student loan will give you a qualification. Will give you the opportunity to pursue uh, the program of study that you want, and eventually, like when you do graduate, you can land yourself, a job that will, pay you a lot more than the amount of money that you would have spent on getting the education. So come with that desire to progress in your career, come with that hard work ethic. Out here in Africa, I'll speak for Zimbabwe specifically, because I know this is a reality that a lot of people would agree with. In Zimbabwe right now, it's not enough to just have a job. If you just have a job in Zimbabwe right now, you're screwed, right? But typically, you get a side hustle, you do something on the side, buy stuff, sell stuff, do things like that, right? Have some other jobs that you do on the side to supplement your income. Now, if you come to Canada with that mentality, you will make it big time over here, because out here you are very much allowed to have more than one job. Even if you're working full time, you can there's always stuff to do in Canada. There are always places that need extra people. So if you want to work, you can work full time, and you can work 2, 3, 4 part-time jobs as much as your schedule can allow you to, right? So just make sure that you know, you are meeting all your employer's different requirements at every job that you're working. And even if you like doing side hustles, there are quite a lot of gigs. Canada's got a very vibrant gig economy. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. You can drive for Uber, you can do Instacart, you can do like skip the dishes, DoorDash. You can do like training, and there are quite a lot of things that you can do to get yourself some extra income. So if you come here with that mentality, with that mindset of my job is not enough, I need to do something else to supplement my income, you make it big. Um, and then the other thing also is, let's say from a family perspective, I'll talk about this as a family man. Um, I'll talk about this as a family man, right? You can you have to be firm with your kids, right? Back home in Africa, our parents were very firm with us. They were very strict disciplinarians. They did not spare the rod, but of course, in Canada, you don't spank your kids, you don't yell at your kids. That's emotional abuse. Spanking is physical abuse. It can get you in trouble. So, but you do have to be firm with your kids, right? Don't just let your kids do whatever they want. But you know, be that be an be the African parent without the stick or the belt, right? So yeah, be firm with your kids. That way, you get them to you get to mold them into the kind of adults that you want them to be. I know quite a lot of kids who grew up here, like, African background, right? Who grew up here, and they don't even seem like the typical diaspora kid, right? But why? Because their parents instilled in them, the values that we hold. So be firm with your kids. That's important. And the other thing I want to talk about is, yeah, we're used to not relying on governments for support, right? And it's good. Continue with that mentality when you come here, because I mean, for sure, the government will support you over here. Canada has got a very generous I mean, generous benefits package for for permanent residents, right? You've got things like child benefits, you've got subsidies, you've got like even the whole tax thing. You know, if you earn below a certain threshold, you know, you'll get some slack on your taxes and things like that. Now, anything that the government does for you back in Africa is a bonus. So come with that mentality over here that anything that the government of Canada gives me is a bonus. I'm not going to rely on, I'm not going to wait for the GST, HST check. I'm not going to wait for the child benefit payment, you know, to get some things done. No. So come with that mentality. I will work for myself. I will try as much as possible to make sure that I am able to meet my needs and my family's needs, and anything that the government gives me is a bonus, right? So that's what I can say, guys. I like keeping my videos short, but you know, there's so much. I mean, there's so much that Africans do out here, that makes me proud of, you know, of who I am, right? So yeah, I mean, if you've got any feedback, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your comments, especially from Africans. What do you think about this? But otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I will see you in the next video. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, please. Comment, guys. Comment. I want to hear what you think about what I'm talking about. But one thing that I really believe is that, you know, if you're an African and you come to a country like Canada, you know, I have no I don't know, like I don't fear for you Africans. You know, when you move out here, no, I don't fear for you. Just come with that, you know, that African in you that wants to exceed, I mean, to excel and to surpass and to do better than your parents and things like that. You make it big out here. So cheers, guys. I will see you in the next video.